we are officially less than 1 month away from the reveal of the Generation 10 of Pokemon games, Pokemon Wind and Wave. We've got some brand new rumors and potential leaks to break down today, so let's just dive in. February 27th is Pokemon Day, and I am very excited for the reveal of Generation 10 and the new starter Pokemon, which are now being teased on social media by a user account named Just a Dude. This is Corey. He was the same dude that leaked Legend ZA having the DLC months ago with a changed account name. So we're believing that this guy has some sort of insider information, but as always, we want to take this with a grain of salt. Hidden Power Podcast reported on this, and it got posted to social media from this Corey guy of which starter you would pick. And it's gonna sound a little comical, but I want you to hang with me on this. It is a bowl, a plate, and a cup. I don't think this is meant to be a meme. I think that these bowls and plates and cups actually symbolize something related to the starter Pokemon, if this leaker is indeed legit. I saw some really interesting comments, Adam making a comment saying, I think that these riddles have to do with the names of these things. So they're thinking that the plate is basically based on a platypus, which could be a water starter. The bowl is based on an owl or a cow because of the letters inside the word bowl. Owl, bowel, you know what I'm saying? Bowl, you get it. And then mug could be slug, a grass type slug of sorts, or we could be looking at a sea slug. A couple different options we can go there. We've obviously got Gastrodon, but a couple things there. I'm gonna dive a little deeper into this plate, mug, and bowl thing. Again, don't lose me on this one. There's a lot for us to talk about. We're gonna get into it. But before I do that, I want to let you guys know that my friends at G Fuel have an incredible deal going on for my flavor Shiny Splash and all the amazing flavors that they do. For those that don't know, G Fuel is an incredible blend of vitamins and antioxidants and energy that'll get you fueled and energized throughout the day. With just 15 calories and 0 sugar, G Fuel is my go-to energy drink and has been for years. I legitimately drink this stuff every single day. My flavor Shiny Splash is a blueberry lemonade blend, and it's on sale right now for the lowest price it's ever been. We legitimately have 4.5 stars on their website with over 700 reviews. We've had one of the most popular flavors of all time. So if you want to support your boy and try out G Fuel, pick up some Shiny Splash using the link in the description below. I do recommend 18 and up, but I tell you what, this stuff tastes amazing. I get no stomach aches, no crashes, and I get a nice clean energy throughout the day. Try Shiny Splash now with my link in the description below and use code aDrive. All right, so I need you guys to bear with me again. This person, Just a Dude, made another post in addition to their cup, plate, and bowl, and it's a pair of red shoes, a green basketball, and then an Oklahoma City Thunder jersey. And a lot of people are speculating on this. What could this mean? These are some really obtuse teasers. This is like Riddler Coup on steroids. I saw some posts from this guy, Pokey Crafty, though, which I thought were pretty interesting, saying that they think that the water starter is actually based on the archer fish. And I had made a video a few weeks ago about different, real life creatures that could inspire Pokemon for this upcoming game in the Southeast Asia region, and the Archerfish was one that was on my radar. I did kind of write it off though, because Remoraid and Octillery are kind of based on the Archerfish and then a tank, so I wasn't sure that they would revisit that for a starter. But this user has a really interesting angle here. Aqua starters are always references to weapons or things used to attack. The Oklahoma Thunder jerseys sound like electric, the colors match, and so does the arch shape. So they're talking about the Archerfish having those stripes, the stripes on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Very interesting approach there. They're also highlighting that the grass could be the plate and the fire starter could be the bowl. And they go on to say that they think that the fire starter is based on the volcano snail. They live deep in the ocean. They're fire and steel. It would have a shell made of iron. It has a bowl-like shape. And the shoe leak shows exactly the frame where the laces look like a snail antenna. In that order, the water starter would also be the cup. So we've got some crazy people out here. Not that this person's crazy, but, theorizing what this bowl, cup, and plate could actually mean, as well as this, laces, the basketball, and the jersey. I wanted to bring it to your attention because you guys are a lot smarter than I am, that's for sure. So use this time in the comments down below. If you could uncover or decipher this riddle, that would be pretty crazy. We're going to be keeping an eye on this over the next couple weeks, though, because as we get closer, the likelihood of a leak increases. If you guys remember, ZA leaked prior to its announcement. There's a lot of things that could come out ahead of time as we get closer and closer. And who knows what these data mine people have. The people who've been data mining the Terra Leak, they may have more information than we even know of, and it may come out in full force. So stay tuned for all that, but also a lot of theories, a lot of fun discussion and speculation around cup, plate, and bowl. I'm team plate, by the way, just to make this really clear. Let me know in the comment section below. I know it's a little wild, but we got to talk about it because you never know. This could be actually a real sign towards what these starters may be inspired based on, not the actual silverware, but you know what I mean. Up next, talking about the Nintendo Direct. We were waiting for an announcement this week. I don't believe we ever got it, but it seems as though on February 5th, we are going to get a new Nintendo Direct, but it is going to be a partner showcase, not a full Direct. That's what the latest rumors have been circulating, so stay tuned for a partner showcase. Again, not a full Direct, most likely just a partner showcase. We'll have to see how that all shakes out, but it'll be interesting to watch. I don't anticipate any major Pokemon announcements coming in that regardless, but obviously they're going to save everything for Pokemon Day. So just a few more weeks, we're almost there. The next thing I want to talk about is the developer of the Nintendo Switch, CFW, Atmosphere, and big contributor to PK Hex and Pokemon data mining, is retiring. Sires has announced that they are done with the scene. We talked about this in a previous video, that the reality of it is, with the new generation of Pokemon moving to the Switch 2, it's very unlikely that we are going to have hacking or modding of the new Pokemon game for quite some time. The Nintendo Switch, in my mind, is not widespread hackable, and you're not going to be able to mod the game. So we are going into a new era of Pokemon. And this is really crazy because the 3DS era, the Switch era, all of that was modded and hacked. And, you know, as soon as a game released, the data miners went crazy and they would find all this stuff. What are the moves? What are the attack? Everything was like spread right away. You guys probably saw it on the channel. I would cover the leaks like crazy, right? We're not going to have that for this next game unless they release it on the regular Switch. If they release it on the regular Switch, then forget about it. But if they release it on Switch 2 exclusively, which is what we're thinking, you remove this whole thing from the equation. So it's going to make an interesting dynamic going into the Generation 10 that we really haven't experienced since X and Y. X and Y was the last time this was the case, because I remember it. People were selling shinies in X and Y on eBay for real money before hacked Pokemon even existed. What a different time. If you were around then, let me know. The last thing I want to talk about is there was this image that went circulated around. Soul Silver posted it, got 500,000 views. A lot of people talking about it. I held off on making a video about it. This is AI. I want to be really clear. It looks really cool. You've got this like little snake starter. You've got this kind of water monkey. You've got this bat. This is exactly what I want. Like, this is exactly what I want out of the starters. I'm not gonna lie, but it did come from this artist that seems AXL Gale art. So they seem to make this sketch. Someone put that into AI and kind of made it like it was a starter selection screen. Pretty well done fake. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the better ones, one of the better convincing fakes, but it is fake. You know, AI. You know, we're not gonna do it. Don't worry about it. This is not real. But I tell you what, it is certainly interesting. It certainly looks legit. So keep an eye out for this one, but you know, not real. So we're gonna have to investigate a little bit. You guys put your heads together, see what you can come up with cup, plate, and bowl. I don't know, maybe it'll make sense in a few weeks. We're gonna keep an eye out on the rumors and the leaks and see if anything pops up. And you guys should go grab yourself some G Fuel. Use code aDrive, get yourself a discount, grab some Shiny Splash. It is discounted, the lowest price it's ever been. 700 plus reviews at 4.5 stars. It is amazing. It tastes so good. You're not going to regret it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll keep you guys posted if any news drops in the partner direct, and I'll see you guys next time.